everyone, welcome back to more Kingdom Come, where last time... Oh goodness. We failed in preventing the siege. God's finger was in fact a cannon that very much effed us all up. And now we have been freed from the dungeons in Trusky. There we go. And I must now kill Istvan. A few other things. Search the chambers. And search for orders in the scribe's chamber. And also get our stuff back. I have some armor that we stole from the dead guard. But that's about it. Also, we have apparently some debuffs. Tortured. You were tortured at Trusky, and as a result, your agility and vitality are reduced. Wonderful. Okay. But we do have an upgrade in vitality, so red mist. Fear when your health drops below 25 points, you gain a +3 in strength and agility. Whew. So whenever to run again, you intend to fulfill that oath and persevere to the very end. Better as it may be, if your health drops below 25% during combat, you get a +25 bonus on your armor, increasing your chances of survival. The effect lasts until your health rises above 25 points again, or until combat is over. Kinda want red mist. Okay. Okay, we do have the dagger. Oh yeah, I don't have any lockpicks, sorry. The heck am I hearing? Well, it's wonderful that we got an increase in our stealth. I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna beat you one way or another. An opponent defends against your attempt to stun or stealth kill, they will suffer penalties to their stats. This will make it easier for you to defeat them conventionally. The effect lasts for 20 seconds. Wanted for a crime, +3 stealth, +2 on agility. Natural counter to you, the harder it will be for others, but beware, they can still smell you if the dirt is accompanied by a corresponding odor. Think one way or another.
Oh, mistress mine, your lips like red wine. I'll drink your love until I die, my red wine. What?
And you'll get another right away.
the weak saver schnapps. Frick yeah.
Getting shivers down my spine again. What's the matter? Are you afraid of thunderstorms?
Gonna steal from him. Oh, yeah, definitely the lockpick. Heck yeah. Trying to find where that sound's coming from. Oh, okay, I got another perk point. Nice. We're really raising our skills doing this. I'll take it. Number finger, time collector feather, pepper, Mario gain, time to. Okay. Habit flight, but kept the buff, yes. Won't be detected. Okay. Oh, it'll be more durable. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, definitely take that. Heck yeah.
Shit. Where could they have hidden them?
I'll take the exotic wood. Seems like it'll be nice for crafting.
Lovely sonnet. Nothing. Nothing at all. No orders anywhere. Nothing but unimportant papers.
Oh. Again, don't like the sounds that are being made, but very hard lock. Excuse me? A named dagger? Dagger that can rid the world of superfluous entities and retain only the most essential. God. Sure. We'll go with that. Ordinary man. Many of those who have met you say there's something unusual about you. They just can't quite remember what it is. Or perhaps they're mistaken you for someone else? Who knows? People will forget the crimes you've committed more quickly. It's also reduced the chance of guards wanting to search you. You can move through buildings so silently that you often think you could remove the trousers of a sleeping house owner without waking them up. Sometimes you might just try it. Make 25 less noise when you sneak indoors and the door opening will be half as loud. That's nice. I don't want the rodent. Back, that'll... Okay. My first successful stealth kill. Gain a new perk, Sticky Fingers.
Tie the horse into the ground if you like. You'll pass through Senates. That belongs to the Rosenbergs, and they'll give you a fresh one. Here's a report for von Berghoff. I almost felt sorry for Radzig's bastard. But we got what we want. The main thing is, find Job's spy, Liechtenstein.
What's the matter? You worried about me?
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You've grown into a very capable young man. But you still have to learn to fight for your place in the sun. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
I won't forget that.
Farewell.
Farewell, dear boy.
Hey, Svatya! What? I met the chief. We're gonna be on guard here all night. What? Why? I reckon Sir Istvan had some bad encounter with our guests before. He don't want to leave nothing to chance. Stop mouthing off. You're on duty and that's that. I'm going to the kitchen to warm up and have a lie down.
Hey?
Just so I can increase my experience with it, lockpick when and where I can. Is this? Lady Who's What's now? As palatable to the simple peasants, the poor, and the cattle, the nobility will often turn up their nose at it, but Lady Jitka seems to be an exception. Huh. Okay. Lock too difficult. Saved with the perk point. I've been gaining a ton of perk points just doing stuff here. Dance of Death. Fight by using full length of your weapon and the strength of your arms to make a quick thrust, then swiftly withdrawing to a safe distance. May look cowardly, but a seasoned warrior knows it demonstrates deep understanding. With the Viper, though. fleeing shadows. Outwardly, you may talk differently, but in reality, you're following the motto. What you can flee from today, you can also escape tomorrow when you want for crime. Natural camo, ordinary man, deceptive stance. In a duel, it is useful to be able to hide your intention to deceive your opponent. You're really good at that. If you're not wearing very heavy armor, you can feint with your body and keep your opponent unsure. This will make your warfare skill count as 3 higher. Oh. Escape artist. Oh, if someone is unsuccessful in their search for me, they'll give up a little sooner. And surprise attack. Strike unseen, cause damage, so panic and quickly disappear into the shadows. Not very heroic, but a very effective way of fighting, especially when you're outnumbered. If you're someone who doesn't know of your presence with a ranged weapon, your target will suffer a combat skill debuff, making them easier to deal with. May even cause panic and flee. Yes, I like that. Surprise attack. A lot of stuff. Flower power. Yay. Alright. Yep, the storm. It is just coming down.
You just won't give up, will you? You know, I actually like that about you. It reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
There was something I wanted to ask you before I end it with you.
You're damn sure of yourself. That's another way you're like me. But go ahead and ask. The night is young. I'm in no hurry.
Where on earth do you get the idea that we're the same?
Because we are. War took your home and family. Do you think you're the only one? No, boy, you're not. But as well as taking, the war also gave our lives meaning. Yours, mine, just like everyone caught up in it.
Whatever meaning war gave to you, it gave me an entirely different one. I want to end it. not get rich from it.
You trying to make me laugh? You want to stop the war started by King Wenceslas's incompetence by helping that same Wenceslas? Sigismund is just trying to clean up the mess he made.
By murdering and plundering?
Fight fire with fire. The Czech nobles were given a chance, but instead of taking advantage of it, they started to rebel.
Oh? And why do you think, eh?
Why? Because a weak king was just what they wanted. Everyone did whatever they wanted and exploited the situation for their own benefit, including your father and Hanush. And Sigismund would put an end to that. That's all that's behind it.
Don't try those games of yours on me.
Games? We're here alone and I'm unarmed. There are only a few soldiers here. There's nothing to stop you killing them. We're on opposite sides, but I've already lived through your whole life. I'm only trying to advise you that.
Oh, yeah? And what is it you suggest?
Look after number one. Side with the strong. Loyalty is all very well, but the noblemen are just out for themselves too. Who knows if Radzig will think twice about you when the war ends.
You're no judge of people.
I'm still
Oh,
alive,
crud.
you bastard.
I
I
didn't
think
mean to
we've
do that.
spoken enough about our so-called similarities.
Whatever you say.
Oh.
Where did you find that Eric of yours?
Eric had the same fate as me.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Bergov? Sigismund?
Eric's an orphan, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found it. During a raid. So you made him an orphan.
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager, like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a noble, but a peasant.
What message should I pass on to Eric when I'm slicing his belly open?
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Oh dear. The smile has frozen on your face. There's no prison that can hold me, as you can see. I defeated Zizka in a duel. I made it all the way here. And just so that I can kill you.
This is just between the two of us. Eric never did anything to you. Leave him out of it.
Well, well. I get the feeling you have something to tell me about the two of you. You speak about him like he was your son. Or when I saw you in the courtyard, there was something more to it. You love it.
Do what you like to. Take your revenge if you can. Drown me in blood if you want. But leave him be, please.
Are you begging me? We've hardly got started, and you're already begging.
Yes. I'm begging you.
Why the hell did you join Zizka?
You didn't understand what I said before? Or have you forgotten?
I never believed a word you said.
Believe it or not, I spoke the truth. I should have put a stop to him and taken over his band. And I could have. Cutthroats like that don't give a shit who they're killing or why.
Didn't quite work out for you, though. Von Bergov didn't even know where you were holed up.
Zizka was more cautious and faster than I expected. But you lot weren't too successful either. So just what are we accusing each other of here?
Tell me one thing. Why? Why Zizka? Why Von Bergov? Why choose this life?
You still don't get it? I'll repeat my advice to you. We're just pawns on the chessboard. You can't change anything. Nobody will give you anything. You're just there to be exploited and sacrificed. So it's up to you alone to grab whatever you can and join the right side, because the stronger dog...
Fucks the bitches.
See there. At least you've learned one thing from me.
That's just stupid tough talk.
if you say so. You asked why Sigismund? Because you morons are trying to rescue a king who's a drunkard so that the local noblemen can continue their thieving in a land without a ruler. While Sigismund has the Turks on his borders, but has to deal with your petty squabbles instead. And you can't imagine what will happen if he fails to stop the Turks. To you two, to all of us, I lived through it.
What splendid advice. Be a whore and a traitor. How like you?
Better to betray than be betrayed.
Who's been betrayed?
Who? Who? All of you! Betrayed by your idle drunken king who you want to rescue. Betrayed by your father, betrayed by the League of Lords, and that Yops will betray you too. He'll betray anyone. So where are you in all of this, boy? What's your plan?
You're just the first name in a long list. Mark Vart von Aulitz, Otto von Burgov, and I won't forget your beloved Eric. Don't you worry.
And then, the entire League of Lords? The Prague Councillors? Or will you kill Sigismund? Who put them on your list? The Pope? And what will you do when you're finished with that mission? Revenge doesn't give life meaning. It's just childish nonsense. It won't feed you. You can't fuck it. That said, it's necessary sometimes. I can't deny that.
Well, you needn't concern yourself about that. Because I'll be starting with you. Well, I'm not like you. So, I'll give you a chance.
If you think you have a chance, be my guest. Oh, Christ! Shit!
Ooh, got the stab in.
In the end, see, I was right. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
Oh man, I wanted to loot him. Probably had a ton of money on him. Oh well. I was gonna say Gred. Oh, it's a short sword. Said to have been given its special name because of its origin. Whether its really origin in the Swiss city of Basel is questionable, but it is certainly a great weapon that can be carried, unlike the sword, even by non-noble townspeople. Still haven't found her gear. So they are in our chambers, so I need to find it. Ah, there it is. Pick up your things. Meh. Okay, so we're gonna drop some things to make it a little lighter on us. Wonderful. What the heck? Oh, that's me dropping that stuff. Whoops.
What do you want? No, you don't. Kiss your ass.
No survivors. I know where Godwin is.
I think we have everything. We can go.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
Mm-hmm. like that.
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
To tell the truth, I don't feel any better. I feel sort of empty.
Don't worry. That will pass in time.
There's a hole in your heart where hatred used to be. You have to fill it with something.
Pretty words, Father. But what if he finds he can't fill it? Is it possible to ever get rid of the empty feeling?
Concentrate. On the fight, lad. That never ends.
Have you forgotten? You can fill that hole with faith in our Lord. How did you kill Istvan? Did you follow my advice or take needless risks?
He was awake. It was almost like he was waiting for me. And then... it just got out of hand. Luckily, it worked out all right. For me.
For all of us. If it hadn't, me or Godwin would have to kill him. And I'm not in the best condition.
And what's more, I'd have to take your body back to Ratai and explain everything to Sir Radzig.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
Oh no. What was that? Now to go to the pastor to accompany them to the end of the passageway. Alright.
What, are you disappointed?
Depends. I've heard many things over a tankard of beer in the tavern.
What did you expect? An underground palace?
No, but maybe a maze or a bit of glowing moss. I'd have imagined a secret tunnel. Or like a Minotaur's labyrinth.
Someone got smooshed. So we do, in fact, have to watch out for that.
Relations with the mythical white bull, by which I'm not the captain here.
Very wise.
And what happened to this Mino Bullman?
He was killed by the Athenian prince Theseus, though I have to add he had quite a bit of help from Princess Mariana. She gave him a magical thread to help him find his way out of the labyrinth.
Monsters and princesses with magical thread? Must have been an interesting seminary, eh?
I used it to polish my Greek.
I think I can figure out what you were polishing.
You're a saucy one. But I can assure you, there's a whole different kind of literature in the seminary for that.
Oh? What kind?
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. Now, let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally. Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstadt is at Suchtal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Hagen.
All roads converge.
First, we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
That's a marigold. Will that help? Also, where's Henry's arms? Where's Henry's arms?
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old priest and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous, so watch your back. Let's go. Over here! Oh, no! You murderer! I'm wounded! No chance!
Oh man. Well, that wasn't fun. Take the strong one, since this one is technically stolen. Wish I could blow that out.
What? Alarm! Ah! Ah!
Just didn't mean to take the clothing. Here, Mika.
Are you Mika?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon. The password is Falcon.
Alright. I'm Mika. Where's Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man. We need to take the wagon all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till they stop.
Fuck.
I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong. And they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
All right, I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go between the rocks, up the hill. Then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them then. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
Right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
Right.
Good luck. God be with you.
With you.
You won't get me! You want to try me? No chance! No, you don't! Do it!
There, I did it. Gosh. Okay, this is fine, you know. Uh-oh. Boop.
You killed him, you bastard!
Whoa, hi.
Fuck that! Smash your face!
It's a wonder you're still standing.
Show what you're made of! All yours! You want to try me? Ha ha! It's a slaughter! Show what you're made of!
should keep going south from here.
No, I'm over encumbered.
Here he is.
Alarm! Show what you're made of! You won't get me!
I think I did, though. Honestly, this might be a good chance to do more long range. A lot of these guys don't have very good armor. One more weak marigold. Actually, oh, that is so much better. Fuck. There's my stuff.
Vulcan. Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capen.
Fair enough.
Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got him. How does it feel? I said, how does it feel?
Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. and I still have a lot of work to do.
Oh, you fell off your horse and
Henry?
no.
Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Man, that's beautiful. Suchtal sometime later. New Horizons. Sword and the Quill follows Iska and Catherine. Wait, where are we? Am I unable to get
much
the...
further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Well, are you surprised? The captain here looks like the one-eyed demon of vengeance. I'd take to my heels myself.
Aye, us Cyclopses are good at frightening women and children. I could do without that gift.
Your eye will get better with time. You're lucky you didn't lose it altogether.
That remains to be seen.
Or not seen.
Anyway, it's not my eye that did it. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdod.
He's a drunkard, and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdol place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word!
He's got an important
And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch person. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
But that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
Here we go. kind of go back and look for the rest of the pieces of armor.
Almost.
I hope that's still possible.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pitek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
He seems not very thrilled about this.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotslov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin. You get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table is still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could have... defend us.
I understand. Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Wenceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Orlitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trusky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
I don't even
Anyway,
remember that.
we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while. At my invitation.
Was? So he's no longer here? Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of humans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here. In the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Yep, okay. Pet grip, yeah, that'll be handy.
Look what I have for you.
Excuse me.
Aye, come here.
Greetings to you.
I'll have a look at your web.
Maybe next time then.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
Careful!
our speech went up. That's nice. I do like that. Sleeping a full 12 hours, my god. Okay.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next? Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff. And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened. It's what I want. Are you sure, Henry?
I like these scenes a lot.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Ugh. Very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
Oh, I see. You may leave. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me. You silly doggy.
Look what I have for you.
Nothing. Let me go get the food that was up there for you, pup.
Sakra.
Yeah, that'd be good for Mutt. Give him the chicken.
Excuse me.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you? For fuck's
Look
sake.
what I have for you.
This bloody war's all we need. Our fields are ravaged, our barns are empty, all our ale's gone.
And the women folk are pissed off.
Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the monastery, shagging the nuns while we suffer.
That's impossible.
Not only is it possible, it's happening.
No.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Admirable. If Sigismund and his army happen to turn up, you'd have 2 warriors.
Why would he come here?
Why wouldn't he?
No, you don't.
The king's mint master. And everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's side.
some energy. Yes, but...
But I'm sure you're not afraid of him.
You're right. That! Let the ginger fox come. Our walls will hold back his army.
Or most of them, at least.
Was?
Keep going.
I'm just a simple village woman. But the wall above the gate is crumbling like stale bread.
What?
And the towers. The local villagers have them stuffed with hay.
But, good wife, you don't know what you're talking about. There was a lot of rain, and the storm destroyed the hay sheds.
As I say, I'm just a simple village woman. But
I do what I can.
and I wouldn't dare say otherwise. Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
You're holding it like a pig holds a bone. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, your grandfather was right. A castle with a weak garrison is no good for anything. But your men... I'd say the girls from our village would do a better job of defending the place.
What did you say, you bastard? Why don't you show us how it's done, then? Now that we have Großer Meister among us, we should make use of him, shouldn't we?
Sure. If it'd make you happy.
Show us what you're made of, my knight.
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Christ! Shit! Take! Mercy! Leave me be!
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Wonderful.
Greetings. What would you like?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere. God be with you.
I'll sort you out nicely. Come on. Keep going. I'll sort you out nicely. Hold the bone.
And this scar. It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg Castle.
Lord above! From the walls! And were you conquering or defending that castle, sir?
Well, depends on how you look at it. We were storming a wine cellar, you see.
Ah, I do see. Only maybe you shouldn't go around telling people that, sir. It doesn't sound too heroic.
So what? Heroes like to have a drink too, now and again. I've got loads of scars from real battles anyway. Like here, on my other arm. A groom hit me with a crossbow nearby Yitchin. The boy was nearly 15. Poor fella.
That's how I lost my sweetheart.
Someone shot him?
No, he shot someone else.
Ah, I see.
And what about your eyebrow, sir? It seems a bit crooked. Do you have a scar there too?
Aye. I nearly lost my eye.
Also in battle?
No, I was a lad. I made a bet with some friends that I could run all the way down the Devil's Slope without stopping once. That's what we called this one really steep hill. Once you started down it, you either had to run all the way to the bottom, or tumble all the way there.
And you went tumbling?
I did nothing of the sort. I ran down. But as I was celebrating, prancing about like a deer, I tripped on a root. I landed on my head and cracked it open on a stump. An inch or two off, and I'd have lost that eye.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing.
and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
I'll be going then.
Come on! Yield!
Oh, excuse me.
Was soll's?
How's it going, Cap? What of it? So
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us, aber warte. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosh. See, someone poached a white roebuck.
White roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosh takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, ja. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you. I'll ask around. I'd like to learn...
What are you...
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Here we go.
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Berghoff's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Berghoff already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish
that
to stay
eyebrow
and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
Hey, time is what we kind of need.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go.
Goodbye, Miss Catherine. Farewell.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum.
Moss
If I was
Heisley.
looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Kinect's not alone.
Yeah, drop some stuff. I guess I don't need the regular crossbow. Drop that. Helped a bit. There we go.
The devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is.
The heck is that? The Die Hard?
Cool. They're exactly the sort of men
They're
we
by
need.
the buffs.
What do you
and
have in mind
debuffs.
when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hill, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
Pebbles, you survived. Already sounds like there's a brawl.
I warned you you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Here we go. Trying to do my master. There we go.
Now you're sweating.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shiska. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Shiska?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Can he be trusted? He looks like he'd be happy to rat us out the first chance he gets.
Dreadlight? Well, I don't think so. They'd arrest him as well as if he went to snitch on us. If you keep paying him, he'll serve you.
If you say so. So, what's up with the devil? I need to talk to him.
That won't be easy. He got locked up.
What?
They captured the devil, and you're just saying it like it's nothing.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubianka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that begs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Alright, I think I'll end it with that for now and pick this back up tomorrow. Yeah. I like this game, it's so good. This series is good. It is a series now, yeah. The first and the second. Yeah. Trying to think what else. I've been thinking I want to do another game at some point. I want to do the Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It looks fun. I've been wanting to play another Pokemon game, and that seems like it would be really good to play. So I'm thinking about doing that at some point. I don't know when exactly, because I still want to play this, and I still want to play Final Fantasy XIV as well. Which, speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, I finally got the full upgrade to the Blair. What was the expansion called again? the most recent expansion. I just went ahead and paid for it. That way I could finally get max level Dawn Trail. There we go. Dawn Trail. So I should be able to continue on with my Red Mage. I won't be able to get the experience back, I don't think, but it is what it is. Ugh. But yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention. I don't know. Maybe I will start the Pokemon Fusion stream sometime tonight. We'll see though. But for now, I'm gonna call it here, grab myself something to eat. Yeah. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whichever it may be, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.